Microbes in human welfare. 1. Microbes are not present at 100 degrees Celsius. F. 2. Dash are the proteinaceous infectious agents. Prions. 3. Bacterial colonies cannot be seen with naked eye. F. 4. A bacteriophage is shown in diagram. I. Label A to F. Diagram. I. A head, B. collar, C. tail, D. plate, A. pins, F. prongs. Diagram. I. A head, B. collar, C. tail, D. plate, A. pins, F. prongs. Diagram. I. A head, B. collar, C. tail, D. plate, A. pins, F. prongs. 5. A rod-shaped virus is shown in diagram. 2. Identify the virus. Label X. Diagram. 2. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, X compact rod-shaped viruses. Diagram. 2. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, X compact rod-shaped viruses. Diagram. 2. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, X compact rod-shaped viruses. 6. What is shown in diagram? 3. X and Y. Diagram. 3. X colonies of bacteria in a petri dish, Y fungal colony in a petri dish. Diagram. 3. X colonies of bacteria in a petri dish, Y fungal colony in a petri dish. Diagram. 3. X colonies of bacteria in a petri dish, Y fungal colony in a petri dish. 7. Dash bacteria is used for the production of curd. Lactobacillus. 8. Lab full form. Lactic acid bacteria. 9. Lab produce acid during dash phase, growth. 10. Inoculum for making curd contains thousands of lab. T. 11. Curd has more nutritional quality than milk because it has dash. Vitamin B12. 12. Lab is very beneficial in checking disease-causing microbes in our intestines. F. In the stomach, not intestine. 13. The puffed appearance of dough is due to CO2. 14. Dash ferment the dough which is used for making bread. Yeast. 15. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is also called baker's yeast and brewer's yeast. 16. Dash is a traditional drink in South India. Toddy. 17. It is made by fermenting dash from dash. Sap from palms. 18. Microbes are used to ferment bamboo shoots to produce food. T. 19. Dash is one of the oldest food items in which microbes were used. Cheese. 20. Large holes are present in dash cheese due to production of large amount of dash. Swiss, CO2. 21. Swiss cheese is formed by the bacteria Propionibacterium Shermani. 22. Dash cheese is ripened by growing a specific fungi on them. Roquefort. 23. Yeast is used to ferment beverages. Tea. 24. Examples of beverages formed by yeast: wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, or rum. Wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, or rum. Wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, or rum. 25. What is malt? It is the germinated cereal grains that have been dried in a process known as malting. The grains are soaked in water and are then halted from germinating further by drying out. Malting grain develops the enzyme required for modifying the grain's starch into various types of sugar. It is the germinated cereal grains that have been dried in a process known as malting. The grains are soaked in water and are then halted from germinating further by drying out. Malting grain develops the enzyme required for modifying the grain's starch into various types of sugar. It is the germinated cereal grains that have been dried in a process known as malting. The grains are soaked in water and are then halted from germinating further by drying out. Malting grain develops the enzyme required for modifying the grain's starch into various types of sugar. 26. Brewer's yeast is used to ferment dash and fruit dash to produce ethanol. Malted cereals and fruit juices. 27. Alcoholic drinks produced without distillation are wine and beer. 28. Alcoholic drinks produced with distillation are whiskey, brandy, and rum. 29. Antibiotics is one of the most significant discoveries of the 19th century. F of 20th century, F of 20th century, F of 20th century. 30. Dash was the first antibiotic to be discovered. Penicillin, penicillin, penicillin. 31. Dash was working on dash, bacteria, noticed that the bacteria was not able to grow because of dash, fungi. Alexander Fleming, Staphylococci, Penicillium notatum. Alexander Fleming, Staphylococci, Penicillium notatum. Alexander Fleming, Staphylococci, Penicillium notatum. 32. The full potential of penicillium as an antibiotic was established by two scientists, namely Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. 33. The antibiotic was used to treat American soldiers wounded in World War I. F in World War II, F in World War II, F in World War II. 34. Dash, dash, and dash were awarded the Nobel Prize in the year 1945. Fleming, Chain, and Florey, 1945. Fleming, Chain, and Florey, 1945. Fleming, Chain, and Florey, 1945. 35. English name for Kali Khansi. Whooping cough, whooping cough, whooping cough. 36. Hindi name for diphtheria. Gal Ghotu, Gal Ghotu, Gal Ghotu. 37. English name for Kusht Rog. Leprosy, leprosy, leprosy. 38. Antibiotics are not effective in plague. F. 39. Aspergillus niger produces dash acid. Citric, citric, citric. 40. Acetobacter AKT is a bacteria, fungi. Bacteria, bacteria, bacteria. 41. Acetobacter AKT produces dash acid. Acetic, acetic, acetic. 42. Dash produces butyric acid. Clostridium butylicum, Clostridium butylicum, Clostridium butylicum. 43. Dash produces lactic acid. Lactobacillus, lactobacillus, lactobacillus. 44. Lipases are used in dash and help in removing dash from the laundry. Detergent formulations, oily stains. Detergent formulations, oily stains. Detergent formulations, oily stains. 45. Bottled juices are clarified using dash and dash. Pectinases, proteases. Pectinases, proteases. Pectinases, proteases. 46. Dash produced by Streptococcus is used as a dash. Streptokinase clot buster. Streptokinase clot buster. Streptokinase clot buster. 47. Dash is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplant patients. Cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A. 48. It is produced by the fungus dash. Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum. 49. Statin is produced by the dash. Yeast Monascus purpurus. Yeast Monascus purpurus. Yeast Monascus purpurus. 50. Statin competitively, non-competitively inhibits the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. Competitively, competitively, competitively. 51. What is shown in diagram? 4. Diagram. 4. Secondary treatment. Diagram. 4. Secondary treatment. Diagram. 4. Secondary treatment. 52. Municipal wastewater is also called dash. Sewage. 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 53. Sewage contains a large amount of organic, inorganic matter. Organic, organic, organic. 54. Sewage contains pathogenic bacteria. T. 55. STP full form. Sewage treatment plant, sewage treatment plant. Sewage treatment plant. 56. Treatment of wastewater is done by autotrophic, heterotrophic microbes naturally present in sewage. Heterotrophic, heterotrophic, heterotrophic. 57. Primary treatment means physical, chemical removal of particles through dash and dash. Physical, filtration and sedimentation. Physical, filtration and sedimentation. Physical, filtration and sedimentation. 58. Initially, grit is removed. F. Floating debris is removed first. F. Floating debris is removed first. F. Floating debris is removed first. 59. Floating debris is removed by dash. Sequential filtration. Sequential filtration. Sequential filtration. 60. Grit is removed by dash. Sedimentation. 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 61. All solids that settle form dash and the supernatant form dash. Primary sludge, primary effluent. Primary sludge, primary effluent. Primary sludge, primary effluent. 62. Primary sludge, primary effluent is taken for secondary treatment. Primary effluent. Primary effluent. Primary effluent. 63. The primary effluent is passed into dash, large aeration tanks, large aeration tanks, large aeration tanks. 64. Secondary treatment is called chemical, biological treatment. Biological, biological, biological. 65. Water flocs. Masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments, masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments, masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments. 66. Flocs are mesh-like. T. 67. While growing, aerobic bacteria consumes major part of the organic, inorganic matter. Organic. 68. Growing bacteria significantly reduces BOD of supernatant. T. 69. Define BOD. It refers to the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. It refers to the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. It refers to the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. 70. BOD is an indirect measure of dash present in the water. Organic matter. 71. Lesser the BOD, more polluting the water. F. 72. Flocs, when sediment form dash. Activated sludge. 73. The activated sludge is pumped into dash and dash. Aeration tanks, anaerobic sludge digesters. Aeration tanks, anaerobic sludge digesters. Aeration tanks, anaerobic sludge digesters. 74. Aerobic bacteria digest anaerobic bacteria. F. Anaerobic bacteria digest aerobic bacteria. F. Anaerobic bacteria digest aerobic bacteria. F. Anaerobic bacteria digest aerobic bacteria. 75. In anaerobic sludge digesters, bacteria produces which three gases? Methane, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide. Methane, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide. Methane, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide. 76. Effluent from secondary treatment plants is generally released into water bodies. 77. The Ministry of Dash and Dash has initiated 2 plans to save major rivers of our country. Name the plans. Environment and Forests, plans, GAP, Ganga Action Plan, YAP, Yamuna Action Plan. Environment and Forests, plans, GAP, Ganga Action Plan, YAP, Yamuna Action Plan. Environment and Forests, plans, GAP, Ganga Action Plan, YAP, Yamuna Action Plan. 78. A typical biogas plant is shown in diagram. 5. Label A to F, A dung, B water, C gas holder, D gas, A sludge, F digester. Diagram 5. A dung, B water, C gas holder, D gas, A sludge, F digester. Diagram 5. A dung, B water, C gas holder, D gas, A sludge, F digester. Diagram 5. A dung, B water, C gas holder, D gas, A sludge, F digester. 79. Biogas predominantly contains dash gas. Methane. 80. Example of methanogen is methanobacterium. 81. Bacteria which grow anaerobically on dash material produce a large amount of dash along with carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Anaerobically, cellulosic, methane, anaerobically, cellulosic, methane, anaerobically, cellulosic, methane. 82. Methanogens are present in anaerobic sludge digesters in rumen of cattle. Anaerobic sludge digesters in rumen of cattle. Anaerobic sludge digesters in rumen of cattle. 83. In the rumen, methanogens help in breakdown of cellulose. 84. Biogas is also called gobar gas. 85. Biogas tank is dash feet deep. 10 to 15. 86. Spent slurry may be used as dash fertilizer. 87. The technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to the efforts of dash and dash. IARINKVIC. 88. IARINKVIC full form. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, IARI, and Khadi and Village Industries Commission, KVIC. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, IARI, and Khadi and Village Industries Commission, KVIC. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, IARI, and Khadi and Village Industries Commission, KVIC. 89. Biocontrol does not involve the use of chemicals to control pests. 90. The key belief of organic farmers is, biodiversity furthers health, biodiversity furthers health, biodiversity furthers health. 91. Landscapes having more variety are more sustainable. T. 92. Eradication of pests completely is needed for an organic farmer. T. 93. In organic farming, GMO, wild-type plants are used. Wild. 94. Beetle with red and black markings is ladybird. 95. Ladybirds are useful to get rid of dash. Aphids. 96. Dragonflies are useful to get rid of dash. Mosquitoes. 97. Butterfly caterpillars are controlled by bacteria dash. Bacillus thuringiensis. 98. Bacillus thuringiensis is available in sachets as dried, moist spores. Dried. 99. Bacillus thuringiensis is sprayed on which plant? Brassicas and fruit trees. Brassicas and fruit trees. 100. Bt cotton is not cultivated in our country. F. 101. Dash are effective biocontrol agents for several plant pathogens. Trichoderma. 102. Trichoderma are symbiotic, free-living fungi and very common in root, shoot ecosystems. Free-living root. 103. Dash are pathogens that attack insects and other arthropods. Baculoviruses. 104. Majority of baculoviruses used as biological control agents are in the genus dash. Nucleopolyhedrovirus. 105. These viruses are excellent candidates for broad-spectrum insecticidal application. F. Narrow. 106. Species-specific insecticide is baculovirus. 107. These viruses have no negative impact on plants, mammals, birds, fish. T. 108. Baculovirus are used especially in DASH program. IPM. 109. IPM full form. Integrated Pest Management. 110. The main sources of biofertilizers are bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria, bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria, bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria. 111. Leguminous plants are symbiotically associated with rhizobium. 112. Bacteria that fix nitrogen in free-living conditions are Azotobacter and Azospirillum. 113. Members of the genus Dash form mycorrhiza. Glomus. 114. Glomus is a genus of plant. F. A fungi. 115. In mycorrhiza, fungus absorbs dash and delivers it to plants. Phosphorus. 116. Tolerance to salinity in drought can be improved by mycorrhiza. T. 117. Mycorrhiza cannot provide resistance to root-borne pathogens. F. 118. Cyanobacteria are autotrophic, heterotrophic. 119. Cyanobacteria are present in aquatic environments also. F. Terrestrial also. 120. Examples of cyanobacteria that fix nitrogen are Anabina, nostoc, oscillatoria. Anabina, nostoc, oscillatoria. 121. In DASH, cyanobacteria serve as an important biofertilizer. Paddy.